If you'd like to save a few dollars this fall on summer flowering bulbs, now's the time to dig them up and store them for winter. Bulbs are a general term, and I'll refer to them as such, but depending on the plant, they can be tubers, rhizomes or corms. This is the way the plant stores nutrients for the following year's flower. A tuber looks much like a potato, hence tuberous begonias, and a rhizome is described as a fleshy root found on canna lilies. And a corm, well, that's what's found on gladiolas. This is a dahlia. I dug it up. I'm going to store the tubers over winter, and I like to rinse them off. Some people leave the soil on, but by rinsing it off I can see if there's been any bug damage or any damage when digging it out. So I just can break off the foliage. Now, like other bulbs that have to be stored for winter, they need to cure, so I'm going to leave this in the sun for a day or two, providing it's not going to freeze at night, and then it will be ready for storing. This is a begonia. It's been in this pail all summer. It was beautiful when it was flowering. The general rule for digging is to wait until the foliage is yellowing or it's been frosted already. I'll pull off the loose soil here. The stems are pretty well dead. They were frozen off a couple of nights ago. Eventually I'll break them off, but I'm going to rinse this off now because sometimes bugs get in and make holes in the tuber. After it's cured in the sun for a few days, I'll break the rest of the stems off and then it's ready for storing. This is a gladiola corm. There are three parts here. These are little bulblets, and these can be taken and planted from year to year, and you will eventually be able to produce a new gladiola. This is the new corm, which can be stored over winter for next season. This is the old corm, which after this one is cured, I'll break that off. This is a dahlia tuber that I just dug up. It's produced numerous tubers over the summer, so it multiplies a little each year. After it's cured, I will store them away for the winter, and next year I'll plant the best ones and start over again. After curing, the bulbs need to be stored. They can be layered in a box or a plastic bag in boxes of peat moss, sand, sawdust or vermiculite, my preference. Whatever material the tubers and bulbs are stored in, it should be just slightly moist, just a little bit. Too dry and they'll shrivel up, but if it's too wet they may rot, and it's wise to check them throughout the winter to make sure they're okay. Once they're packed up in open plastic bags or cardboard boxes, they need to be stored in a cool, dark place somewhere in the 4 to 10 degrees Celsius range. Any questions on the winter storage of summer flowering bulbs? Email me at garden@gto.net. I'm David Hobson for therecord.com.